Welcome, friends. It's another edition of The Stack, Flesh and Blood style. I've got Romain Nicolas, my co-caster from Pro Tour France. And again, I want to let everyone know that this episode is brought to you by the Realm Gaming Network out in Ohio. And they have just upgraded their Fall Brawl to a full-on battle hardened. So if you go to realmgamingnetwork.com, check out the Fall Brawl. Get signed up for that. I will be there. Lots of cool stuff. It is probably one of the coolest tournaments you'll go to in North America. So check that out. All right, Romain, how you doing, buddy?
I am very, very, very happy to be here tonight. I was expecting to be unable to sleep tonight, so I'm very happy to see you and not to be confronted with my daughter's screams. So yeah, very happy to be here.
That's very kind of you. Again, last time that you were on one of my shows, you were up at like 2 in the morning recording with us. And you are a trooper, friend, and I do appreciate you.
It's such a pleasure. I'll always be there at any time, my friend.
You're the best. And you just finished up Nationals in France. How did that go?
Yeah. It was insane. I mean, the games were so good, and I don't know if you took time to watch the stream, but we had actually so many people that I think we broke our personal records for the channel. So it was really good. It was really insane. People in the chat were going crazy, and we were going crazy in the booth. Lots of insane games. The French national champ is a beast. I hope we'll convince him to go to Worlds so he can face the best players in the world, and you get to see him play, because he's a really good player.
I hope so.
Really good. Yeah.
It wouldn't be Worlds.
He's called Mohamed, and he's so good.
Mohamed El Fardi, right?
Yeah, and he played Oldin like an absolute master. It was impressive.
I'm excited. All right, so we're playing the stack, Romain. You know how to do this,
Let's
basically.
Play.
I'm going to throw some statements at you. You tell me if they resolve, as in Flake, cool haircut, bro, or it fizzles, as in shave it off, it's ugly. All right.
Okay.
Good to go?
Yeah.
Let's play the stack. All right, first statement. We live in a Guardian-defined meta.
I think it resolved, because you have to take into consideration the fact that without Prism, the Guardians are able to do basically what they do best, throw big attacks in your face with most of the time with big on-hit effects, and if you don't take them into consideration when choosing your deck, you're gonna be screwed. So yeah, it definitely resolves.
So Prism just hit Living Legend, and she was one of those very polarizing characters that people either loved her or hate her. Now, Dromai will be the most despised hero after the World Championships.
I think it fizzles, because Dromai is. Most of the Guardians are gonna hate Dromai, but she's not as good, and she's not as good in as many matchups as Prism. She has a hard time, especially versus Rune Blades like Viserai, and we've seen at the Pro Tour that Prism could beat Viserai and sometimes even Briar in a very, very efficient way. I don't think it's the same for Dromai, so it's a pretty good character. I'm sure that she's gonna do great, but she won't be as unbeatable against some matchups than Prism was. So this one fizzles.
I think a lot of people are looking for a new enemy, a new heal that they can just dig into.
But she's not as bad. I mean, she's cool, but she's not as insanely good as Prism.
Playable heroes should never be legendary rarity.
I think it resolves. I think if the hero is good enough to be played in a non-casual format, it should be available to as many people as possible. That being said, I'm pretty sure that the Emperor is not, so far, it's not, from what we've seen, it's gonna be hard to make use of it in a really competitive environment. So I'm not sure it applies to the Emperor yet. But yeah, I think obviously it should be, the heroes should be available as widely as possible.
So with that information also, they told us basically how the set is going to break down in terms of cards and rarities and what we're getting. Dynasty has too many premium rarity cards. That means there's too many Majestics, there's too many Legendaries in this set.
I don't think, it fizzles. I don't think you can have too many of those, because part of the market is driven by collectors, and as soon as you get all these good cards and all those collectible cards, there's going to be a lot a lot more people interested in the game, and that makes the price of the playable cards, the non-collectible cards, more cheaper and more easier to. Easier to access. So yeah.
I know that you're a big fan of Sir Bolton and what this mofo can do. So I'm gonna ask you to put yourself in the casting chair. Idris Elba as Sir Bolton is good casting.
Is definitely a resolved question. Yeah, there's no question about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure we should be able to ask the artist, but I'm pretty sure he's been inspired at least partly by Idris Elba. He's perfect for the part, and if there's ever, I mean, we've all dreamed. I mean, probably all players have dreamed about a Flesh and Blood movie, and he'd be the perfect actor for the part. So yeah.
You have one of the coolest deck boxes ever. You showed it to us. I think, I don't know if it's been on camera or anywhere, but it's basically Anathos, and you do kind of have a little bit of a Bravo thing going on. Would you play Bravo in the movie?
Who would I choose to? Who would I cast to play Bravo in the movie?
No, I'm thinking it's you. Like, actually,
me.
Romain Nicolas as Bravo seems like a good fit.
You know, I stopped working it out a few years ago, and I don't think I have the muscles to carry Anathos for the long hours it takes to shoot a movie. But yeah, I'd be down for that. Let me do anything about. I love dressing up, and I love making a fool out of myself. So obviously, I'd say yes. Yeah, it resolves. If it was an actual question. You want me to get Anathos? It's right there.
Yeah, go get it.
Want me to show it?
Yes,
yeah.
I think that this is something that everybody should have a look at. This is not just Anathos in a beautiful way. What does this do?
So, you can actually open it. Big shout out to my friend Nicolas Bros, who's one of the guys who designs the tables for the Pro Tour, and he also designs props. He's an insane artist. He's actually an artist. And there you see inside, can you see it?
Oh yes.
You can put the deck box. So, do I have a deck box over here? I can show you with this.
So
this is a sleeves. We won't say the name of the brand, but I guess you can see it. But you can put your deck box in it like this.
Oh,
okay.
Beautiful.
And in there, and in the other part, on this part, you can put your.
Is that where the dice go?
No, you can put the top loaders for your most expensive cards.
Oh my God! It's like it takes everything into account.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I mean, he's very big into collecting cards, so he thought about everything. And obviously, you're like, but what am I gonna be able to do with my play mat?
Yeah, because you can't just slam. You can't show up with Anathos, your deck box hidden beautifully in the head of that big hammer.
And then I have to carry your playmat like a peasant, you know. So he had another idea, and into the handle, you put your playmat in there.
Oh my God! This is unreal. Beautifully done.
It was actually insane. Yeah, I'm so glad I asked him to do it. I'll be honest, before LSS asked me to do the commentary, to join the commentary team with you guys, I was planning to do it in French with my friends at L'Oeil and I wanted to cosplay as Bravo. Actually, I wanted to cast all the games cosplaying as Bravo. So I asked him to do at the Anathos. And then when LSS asked me, I was like, yeah, I can't be a clown for the whole day, so I'm letting it. Yeah, I abandoned the idea, but it's still there in some part of my brain, and maybe sometime you'll see me casting some games as Bravo.
One of the best moments of the entire weekend was just letting you take off on a triple Lumina OTK, and I have to ask you this. Lumina Bolton OTK is the most exciting play in Flesh and Blood.
I mean, to me, it's definitely resolved. It's probably one of the most exciting plays, especially because, you know, Bolton is one of the least loved heroes, and people don't really respect him. So when it manages to go off like that, to pop off like an insane man killing, like an insane killing machine, it's absolutely amazing. I love the flavor it gives to the character. You know, it does everything right for the hero. He's hitting hard and he's gaining life. I mean, you can see I'm still excited about it. I mean, it was almost 3 weeks ago, I think, and I'm still excited about it. Watching it on stream, it's really amazing.
We've had Pro Tour in France. Before that was in New Jersey. The next Pro Tour will be in Asia.
That'd be amazing. I think it resolves. I'd love to be able to go, but I'd love to be able to watch it if I don't manage to go. It'd be amazing. We've seen lots of good tournaments last weekend. We've seen the Nationals in Malaysia, who are actually won by a brute player. It was a woman, and she piloted like it was insane. She was so good. She took her time managing to set up her big plays, big combo plays with Rainer. It was so great. So yeah, I'd love to see it in the next one in Asia. I think the game needs it too.
So we've all been really well acclimated and introduced now to Talishar, aka formerly Flesh and Blood Online. Data from Talishar will create boring metas.
I don't know if it's gonna be boring, but definitely it's gonna. It's gonna make sure that most people will try to play the best deck and at some point probably the same deck. So yeah, I'm a bit on the fence about data in the game. I think that's what we love about Flesh and Blood. It's like it's fresh and you play it like when you played Magic when you were a kid and you try to build the best deck. So yeah, I think data is probably the. I love the fact that you can play online with Talishar, but I don't like the fact that data is accessible to everybody. So yeah, it resolves, and I think it's gonna be pretty boring.
Flake and Tannen talk too fast during broadcasts.
Do you actually talk too fast? I mean, you talk fast, but that's what makes you so good, guys. So once you go off and once you get into your private jokes and you make all these puns and all these amazing points about the game at the same time, it's really. That's what's amazing about you guys. So now it fizzles. You don't talk too fast, and I want to see you guys do it all the time. It's so great.
You're awesome, Romain. And again, like I mentioned before, and I will continue to say it, it was always a pleasure to work with you, to hang out with you. And again, my new dream now is to sit next to you while you're in full Bravo cosplay. I will play the Seismic Surge. I've decided. I will be the Seismic Surge.
Let's make that happen. Yeah. So that's a message to James White, to everybody at LSS. Let us do that, please, at some point in the near future.
For you, Romain, I just let everyone know about L'Œil d'Ophidia and where they can find more of your content and more of Romain.
Yeah, so it's hard to write L'Œil d'Ophidia with the English American keyboard. So just type Ophidia in French on YouTube and you'll be able to find us, or on Twitter, L'Œil d'Ophidia. It's hard to, but I'm pretty sure you can find us. Just type Ophidia and French channel, and you'll find us on Twitter and on YouTube. And we have lots of good videos coming up in the next few days. And if you're interested in the meta in France, we'll upload all the games from the French National Championship, so you can see the insane skill level of the French people. That we started the game later than a lot of other countries, but we're getting there.
You're the man. I appreciate you so much, Romain, and appreciate everyone out there.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Keep watching, listening, and all that. Don't forget you're not losing if you're learning. Keep playing the game. You might win. We'll see you next week on The Stack. The Stack is brought to you by Realm Gaming in Mansfield, Ohio, a wonderful place to get your Flesh and Blood fix, but not just that, they also specialize in Magic the Gathering and Pokemon. So if that's where you need to be to get your card fix, that's the place you want to go. RealmGamingNetwork.com. Keith and Jacob, who run the place, are developing a wonderful community of fun and inclusivity. They are also the ones who put on that magnificent 10K out in Ohio. So if you want to get a good fix on cards or just play the game, if you're in the Ohio region, you want to go to Realm Gaming. RealmGamingNetwork.com.